Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Set to kick off.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Vegas, Vegas, yes. Push first, yes. Tempo.
Throwing right away is Williams.
Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Hitchcock. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And now an audible here into something else.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Chicago!
Colston Loveland,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
Alert! 19!
Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Second and 11. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2nd and 2.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Tyson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air, Williams.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing is Williams.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cat, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs. Cat, yes, yes. Travel, travel.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yes, yes. Punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs.
Here's Williams.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Vegas, Vegas. Yes, yes. Punch Spurs, punch Spurs.
To throw, Williams.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reed. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Reed.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
What is up? Punch Spurs, yes, 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 yes.
Working out of the gun, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Vegas. Punch Spurs, yes, yes, yes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Reed. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. A minute 50 to go here in the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 1. That's downfield. He's got Robin. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Vegas! What is hold on? Yes!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
What is it? Punch Spurs! Yes! Combo!
Operating from the gun, Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Williams pass intercepted by the Steelers.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
To throw is Reed. Throwing to start the drive.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 99 yards.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
13, Bears 10. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Bears are once again back in front.
Steelers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 20.
Looking to throw. Reed. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, some strong running. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Williams. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Vegas!
Operating from the gun, Williams. Powering his way forward. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Point after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 24, Steelers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reed.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at about the 28. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
the second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead.
Steelers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now Reed, operating from the gun.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
And the Steelers first down.
18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Reed. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Set to kick off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Williams trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And now they'll audible to something else. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Vegas.
Throwing again here, Williams.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Reed. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Tyson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Reed from the gun on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In motion, the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Reed. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll try and do this himself.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Reed. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now a run, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Reed from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Vegas. Yes. Tempo. Yes.
To throw, it's Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good win.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake. Reed. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.